watch episode 63 of Pokémon every year because I watch every episode of Pokémon every year. In episode 63, the Misty Mermaid. Misty is a mermaid. After being purposefully withheld from the open water in the previous episode, Misty's pelagic Pokémon pouts. It doesn't put the C in Horsey because they don't put Horsey in the sea. Continuing their pattern of acknowledging their neglect one Pokémon at a time, Ash and friends make another detour back to Misty's hometown. At the entrance of the Cerulean City Gym, they are again distracted by advertising. An underwater ballad is making its debut starring a famed mermaid dancer who coincidentally also just returned to the city of Cerulean because it's also Misty. That's the mermaid that Misty is. Home again, Misty's only family greet her with insults, overwhelming her with criticisms as a means to guilt her with obligation. Misty's sensational sisters systematically destroy her self-confidence and prey on her sympathies to ensure her involvement in community theater. The production itself is plagiarized from Disney's first draft, with Misty playing the Misty Mermaid, her two crueler sisters playing the pirates, and their enabler playing the prince who saves Misty in the end. Traumatic art imitates dramatic life. Misty's physical appearance is openly criticized more than anyone else's in the show. She's serially slighted by suppositions of who she should become. Crushed by constant uncertain comparisons, the present is also seen with uncertainty and always as less than. Misty is never more than half of herself. With no rehearsals, stunt teams, or intimacy coordinators, the Misty Mermaid dances away her body dysmorphia. Equally open and questioning, the evildoers also join the cast. The Crook's superior confidence and choreography earn greater applause, but in announcing themselves, Ash and Brock recognize the reprobates out of uniform for the first time. With the role of the pirates plundered by actual pirates, the role of the hero is taken by two boys. As the crowd continues to cheer for the many animals being harmed in the making of the show, Misty gives verbal commands to Horsey underwater. But the petite pony's pollution proves ineffective against Charbaka, who doesn't need to breathe at all, I guess. Ash and Brock enter the spotlight, helping Misty by doing nothing. Ash's Squirtle still strives for the simple life, and Brock is just there. All of Misty's Pokémon fail against the supersized sea snake, so the sorority seal slides in to scale the scaly scaled-up serpent. It projects its pain and evolves into a slightly larger version of itself. Now in its home surf, do gong 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 gongs. With the offenders offed by the original mermaid, the show in the show ends with more applause. After surviving artistic servitude, Misty's sisters come for her Pokémon, bullying her into relinquishing Horsey and Starmie, which was probably the original pretense for the play. Sometimes stories only exist to take something from you. Her kin try to collect even more from her, so Misty curbs their covetousness with Psyduck. The best way to stop your siblings from stealing from you is to offer them something that's worthless. Without any goodbyes, Horsey and Starmie are left in the care of three trainers who can't properly care for them either. Never seen or heard from again until the next time that Misty is gaslit and guilt-tripped into helping her family. With their combined roster literally decimated by indefinite respite, they exit Cerulean city very slowly for another detour that will leave them further debilitated. The Who's That Pokémon segment in this episode also acknowledges that they're behind schedule. All art has meaning, but art inside of art is usually just mean. To be continued.